Well, hello, everybody. We're just having an incredible day. I want to share some exciting information. It's more of like a little training, more than anything. But I'll share with you is it's amazing the path and decisions we make and where we go. That resistance is what really is the best thing that can happen to us. Resistance from other people, resistance from maybe even family members, but it just shows that we're heading in the right direction. So I want to give this analogy. Okay. I heard this story about the Chinese bamboo tree. And in the Far East, there's this Chinese bamboo tree. Okay. And it is famous because it literally takes this Chinese bamboo tree to grow from the time you plant the seed. It's going to take 5 years. The interesting thing is the 5 years, you're going to plant the seed, you're going to fertilize it, and you will see nothing happen for 5 years. So every day we're going to go out there and we're going to water this plant, the seed that we planted in the dirt, not seeing a root, not seeing anything penetrate the dirt. But we're going to see that in 5 years, all of a sudden something will come up from the ground. But it takes 5 years. It's kind of like Mavie Ultron. We've made a dedication to do this for 5 years. Can you imagine? We're out there, we're waiting for this bamboo tree. Because imagine, look, this bamboo tree will take 5 years for it to break the earth. You'll see something come out, and literally in 5 months, you will have a 90-foot bamboo tree. So the question is, does a bamboo tree grow in 5 months or 5 years? Well, the question's obvious. It actually is very obvious. It grows in 5 years. Because if you start the process and you don't nurture that dream, you don't nurture the seed, you don't enhance it with items that will help it grow. If you stop watering it, if you question your decisions and you start to dig it out to see if there's some roots growing, you will destroy it. So it's amazing that this tree will grow so fast in the last 5 months. Just like when we build our Ultron, our Mavie business, I call Ultron Mavie business because they kind of go together. So what's really interesting is this: we're going to go out there, and in the fifth year, we will see something penetrate the earth. But in the meanwhile, our neighbor will come over and say, "Hey, Victor, hey, there's a rumor you're growing just like this Chinese bamboo tree. Did you get your NFTs yet? Did you unlock your ULX yet? Where are they? Show me an NFT." I have them. They're there. Sure. Just like this bamboo tree, it's gonna pop up and grow from out of the ground, right? Can you imagine your friends and family? You're out there every day watering that dream, doing everything possible to make it happen. And they think you're a nut, and they do not see anything happen. But they don't understand the process. So the process is what's most important. So we're going to go out there and we're going to fertilize our dreams. We're going to fertilize our business. Now, with a bamboo tree, I'm going to go to the store and yes, lo and behold, I'm going to make an investment and buy fertilizer. Do I have to spend money to have that bamboo tree grow? Absolutely. So, what I want to go do is fertilize my dream. I'm going to buy some Ultron hubs, believe it or not. And I have a choice. Do I want a large field or do I want a small field? And then I want to go out there and fertilize this dream with some Lotto Day NFTs. And then I want to get the Flip Me Card NFTs. Now, is it my choice? Do I want a lot of the pie or a little bit of the pie? Do I want to put a lot of bamboo trees or a little bit of bamboo trees? But the reality is, from now to then, what is the resistance? The more resistance you have, and the more negativity that you have, and the more people that try to distract you from what you're doing, it is telling you that you are on the right path. Because what happens is that you've seen the bamboo tree grow. You were there in the Far East. You got all the training from the experts, and they showed you exactly what to do. And they said, if you do this, that bamboo tree is going to grow. But your neighbor didn't see that bamboo tree grow. So now we have these 40 developers that have created other blockchains, that have created other applications on blockchains. And they're the experts. And you've been to the trainings, you've been to the Zoom calls. A lot of us are going to Guadalajara, Mexico, which I'm really excited to meet a lot of the leaders. And we will physically hear and see a lot of this. And we know it's going to happen. So what I want to do is I want to fertilize my business and my dream with as many NFTs that I can possibly get. Like, once again, do I want a little bit of the pie or do I want a bigger part of the pie? And the cool thing about this is that we have that choice. Okay. So now what happens is I start, what is a binary? What is this thing? Most people don't understand it, to be very frank with you. If everybody understood it, they would run a business. Think about it. A business is built on hiring people, employing people, training people to become successful, to increase production so we can make more money. And think about it. 99% of the people have always had an employment. So they don't understand this binary thing. But if you take a look at these roots, isn't it amazing that we're already on that right path? Look, there's a binary one growing over here. There's a binary one growing over here. Binary means two. Two bring two, who bring two, who bring two. So this big trunk of tree up here can only have two. It looks like it's kind of more than that, but it's really only two. And the reason why is the bigger the roots, the more in depth the roots, the more solid your business is. The more solid your business will become. So what happens at that time when it starts to become more solid? People start saying, well, I don't know if this is going to work. I haven't seen anything break through the ground yet. Even a blind person doesn't even matter. They won't see anything either. And everybody's laughing at you and you're wondering, what should I do? And all of a sudden they start to create doubt. And then you say, no, I'm going to focus. I've got 5 people. Those are your roots. But then all of a sudden, those 5 get 5, and it goes from 5 to 10 to 20 to 25. When do you think that you're going to have the most amount of confidence? When you have one person or you have 100? When do you know that you're going to have more confidence? Is when you have those 30 days, you have an option to turn off that staking hub and you decide not to do it because you can see that in the future, those first 12 months that those coins have flourished will so far dwarf it in 5 years and make that first year look ridiculous. Because we've seen what other companies have done. We've seen what these developers have accomplished. We've seen the graphs. So what type of business do I want? Do I want something small that's just going to pay my rent? Or do I want something that is going to change my family and their life? And that is going to be up to each and every one of us. I love when people tell me no. I love when people talk behind my back. And they say, this is ridiculous what he's doing because you know what? In our country, we don't even know what this is. And nobody understands it. I would rather do this when nobody understands it than when everybody understands it and everybody's already doing it. And lo and behold, you're going to have an event at your home and your friends are going to celebrate when you make iron, when you get to gold, when you become a sapphire, when you become a ruby, When you go Crown Diamond, you have this big celebration in your home, and your neighbor's wondering, what the heck is going on? Where did these 100 people come from? What is this party? And you know what he's thinking? They're helping you move. You lost your house. You went broke. And all of a sudden, they ask, what happened? And they tell him, he's a Crown Diamond, just bought his new house. And he's excited. And the neighbor all of a sudden says, oh, wait, is there some room for me? Can you imagine this is 5 years later? Five years later. And this is what we got. Success runs in the family. The objective of what we're doing here is how many people can you help change their lives, and it will change your life. How far do your roots grow? And we are in control. The coolest thing about this opportunity is that we can find people that are better than us, and their success will bring us more success if we're supportive and we're helpful. And the other thing is this. Imagine in the next 5 years where this organization will be, and we could be a part of it. While a lot of people will still have doubt and they'll miss opportunities. I was once told many years ago, find somebody who has what you want, do exactly what they do to the best of your abilities, duplicate what they do, follow what they do, and you can potentially get the same result. Now, always remember there's risk in everything. But I'd rather live through life taking risks than to just exist. So I'm looking forward to your journey. I'm excited for my journey. And I hope you enjoyed what I had to share with you. Have a wonderful day and good luck. And we'll see you in Guadalajara, Mexico.